All right, currently, what time is it? 12:53 in the AM. Just pulled up to the gym. Focus, please. Yep. You might be wondering, why would you come to the gym so late? It's pretty dumb, but there's actually a good reason for this because today is Saturday. Technically, it's Sunday morning already. And we're going to Japan on Tuesday morning. So, in order to get the most out of our experience, what I did last year is I pretty much changed my sleep schedule. I pretended like I was already on Japan time while I was in America before heading to Japan. So that way, as soon as I got to Japan, I felt like at home in the sense of time wise. So right now, Josh and I are in the process of like rolling our actual clocks forward, right? So we're trying to go to sleep like super late. Like we want to get to being able to go to sleep at like 9 a.m. or something like that, and then sleep throughout the day, like nocturnal almost. But that's gonna really prepare us to our bodies are gonna be biological. The biological clocks in our body are gonna be set. Like as soon as we arrive in Japan, we'll already be ready. We don't have to go through as much of the adjusting this way. Last year, like it worked out really well. Like as soon as I got to Japan, I was able to enjoy it from the get-go. Kind of sucked like the week beforehand, just because it's really weird. Like a lot of stores are closed at night and things like that. But yeah, so Josh and I are about to work out right now. It's about 1 a.m. as you saw. So time to get in here. Gonna do a shoulder and bicep workout. I actually recorded this a couple of days ago or last week, but actually a couple of days ago. But I was using my old camera, so the quality wasn't as good. And right here, since there's nobody here, it's going to be really easy to film. So get a little better quality in here for you guys. So let's go, boys and girls. By the way, my head feels really weird because I slept, like you already saw earlier today, I only slept 3 hours last night. And once I got home, I took about like an hour 20 nap. That's all I've had. So like I'm talking to the camera right now and I feel like super just weird. Like I don't even know what I'm saying almost, but I know what I'm saying if that makes sense. It's pretty dark outside for like a 12:56 afternoon workout. That's weird, man. What's going on? Total eclipse?
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. In the dark ages.
Dark ages, baby. All right, here we go. Time to get warmed up and everything. Stretch again. All right, guys and girls, here we go. I am in Japan at the moment recording this commentary. Sorry if the quality is a little off. I don't have my microphone with me, but I'm using my phone to record this voice over. But like I said, this is the last workout before Japan, so I was really just trying to get something in. Oh wait, this is not the last workout, but second to last workout before Japan, so I was really trying to get it in. So it's a shoulder and bicep workout. So right here, I always start out like, even on my chest days, pretty much any push day, I start out with some shoulder warm-ups just to make sure I don't do anything bad to my shoulders. With my history of shoulder injuries, this right here is just making sure like I've got tension on the band pulling my arm towards the pole, but I'm keeping it in line, not changing the angle of my elbow there. And it's really just to try to tell your muscles how to keep that shoulder socket in place where it's supposed to be, so it's not rolling around. It's really good, just for stability. And then I always do these face pulls, but notice how I pull high up with the band, and I'm really just trying to engage my rear delts here. Once again, just warming it up, checking out my mobility, making sure that everything's there, not so stiff. If you start stiff and you try to lift heavy, then chances are you might hurt yourself. So here we are on to the first exercise. It's going to be the single arm dumbbell shoulder press. Now I'm warming up. I always warm up. So for example, I currently press, on this day I pressed 55 pounds for reps or for sets of 8, and I'll always warm up in intervals. So I always start at 30 pounds, then I go like 37.5, then 45, and then I go to my main set, which will be 50, 52 and a half, or 55, just depending on the day. But at Josh's gym, there's not 52 and a half pounds, which is what I normally use. So I just went up to 55. And I was actually able to do the 4 sets of 8, not too bad at all. So notice right here, we're going down slow. We're not dropping it down fast, right? That's easy way to hurt yourself. So look up, boom, really push, then down, up, push down. And I'm not flaring the elbow out too much. That's really gonna cause pain on the shoulder. There's actually a slight bend inwards, so that my elbow is not flared out a lot. But down and then up, very controlled, slow and steady, making sure we're actually working out what we're supposed to work out. So the next, by the way, there's going to be quite a few supersets, or just a few supersets here on the shoulders and back day. After I do the single arm dumbbell press. I do these standing overhead dumbbell presses. It's kind of like doing the overhead press with the bar, but this is with 2 dumbbells, so there's a little bit more stability involved, and it's really just to burn out those front delts. Just because I've already done the shoulder presses, I just want to burn them out with that exercise. I do 10 reps of those, just 3 sets though. And then on to the first superset right here, which is going to be supersets of dumbbell lateral raises to the side, working on the lateral head, kind of that middle section of the shoulder, and then straight supersetted into what is it? I think front raises, dumbbell front raises. Sorry, I'm like watching this clip and I just didn't remember. Totally blanked for a second. But yeah, dumbbell front raises, and that's the dumbbell front raises is the final front delt exercise, and the lateral raises is going to be the first exercise working that lateral or the medial head of the shoulder. So I pretty much try to make sure that I hit the shoulder from all different angles. That way I can have as as full of a shoulder as possible, right? Just from the front, if it looks nice from the front, you turn to the side and it just looks flat, or there's nothing in the back, right? It's not really, doesn't have that full roundness, that fullness that I personally want. Because as I've said many times before, I'm really looking into the aesthetics for whatever that means to myself, and that's just a sense of artisticness in just whatever I want to create for myself, and that involves having a full shoulder. So then on to the next superset, which is going to be lateral cable raises. This is the second and final medial middle section of the shoulder exercise. Look at Josh in the background over there checking himself out. But yeah, lateral raises with the cable. And this is going to be supersetted straight now, moving on to the rear delt. So cable, rear delt flies, and one arm at a time. That way you're really getting just a lot of work on that one shoulder at a time. So look at this. This is really focusing on the rear delt right here, that back portion. You see all those muscles right there? Yeah. But yeah, this is trying to really get the fullness. And, I got to say, like, I think my shoulders do look pretty good. Like, there's kind of some detail in them. So I'm pretty pleased with how it is, even though I haven't been, the past year, 2 years, I haven't been as consistent as I wanted to be. It's actually a pretty good development. And then this is the final rear delt exercise, going into the rear delt fly, so the dumbbells at the same time, 15 reps. And look at this, it go down, and I'm pulling up. My elbows are the things that are kind of pulling back up. And you can see the rear delt right here. It's very obvious, that section that behind the shoulder, that's what we're working out right there. You see it. And okay. But yeah, so that is the rear delt. Now we're gonna move. Oh, forgot about this. Josh actually took a video right here, just really showing all the different angles of this rear delt. I was dying here though, because I just wanted to do, I'm just doing 15 reps. Josh made me do like 25 because he wanted to get a good shot. But I mean, honestly, this is a pretty good shot. You can really see all the muscles right there. Boom, the rear delts. And the back's looking pretty decent too. Ooh, yeah. So this is the last shoulder exercise, and then we go into the biceps. So I like doing biceps and shoulders together because the shoulder is kind of like a push, and then the biceps kind of the biceps. And then I'll do triceps with my other push day, the chest day. So anyways, yeah, I am doing the banded bicep curls because it gets a really good contraction at the top. You see, at the bottom it's not as heavy, but look, once you get to the top, it's heavier and heavier, and boom, you really have to squeeze to hold the dumbbell up. Now, one thing that's very important is I don't pull my arm all the way up to where my wrist is resting above my elbow. If your wrist is resting straight above your elbow, then you're pretty much resting at the top. So I pull up and make sure I'm really flexing at the top, but that there's still tension. And then this is the final bicep exercise. Only 2, not really much, This is going to be the hammer dumbbell curls. And this is for the long head of the bicep, which means, when you're not flexing, you'll see some size there. That's kind of what it shows up as anyways. But it also works out your forearms as well. But yeah, you can see that my biceps actually do pretty decent. Not bad, not bad. But that ends this workout. Oh, God. All right, well, we are home now. It is currently about it's like 5 something right now a.m. I'm surprised I'm still alive because, like I said, 3 hours of sleep, and then, had a 1 hour nap after that tournament. Currently 5:30. I'm probably gonna go to sleep in an hour and a half, trying to get more and more accustomed to Japanese time, but getting very close. Alright, so anyways, check this out real quick, just for some people who may be very perceptive. You may have noticed, check this out, because like, for example, on this last video right here, if I click on this, bam, and watch the first portion of it. Oh my gosh, the intro? What does the intro say? Oh my, it just says Tigu. It doesn't say your boy anymore because, you know, I used to say like, you know, it's your boy Tigu. That's just something I say, right? It's not really like, I wasn't trying to make that like my name or anything. I don't know, I just like saying that. I'm like, it's your boy Tigu. I just like saying that. But when I had to apply for a high school job, right? I was like, wait a second, they might not like if I have a YouTube channel where I'm just blatantly cussing. Cause I used to cuss a lot in my YouTube videos, just say F-bombs and everything, you know? And like, I've kind of like naturally grown away from it. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know. I just don't like the sound of it, I guess. But, yeah, I changed my YouTube name at that time to your boy just because I was trying to avoid like them being able to find my channel just in case, you know? But it didn't really help at all because all they had, when you type my name in YouTube, it pops up anyway, so it really didn't do anything, but then people started knowing me as that. But now that I am done working at the high school, it doesn't matter anymore, so I took that away, and now we're just back to Tigu. Although, you know, I'm still gonna say your boy. It's your boy. But anyways, yeah, just Tigu. Also, now about the tennis tournament today, you know, it's been a long freaking day. It just worked out, you know what I'm saying? But tennis tournament was really unfortunate. You know what happened? You know, Eli had to pull out at the very end because, I mean, honestly, he was dying in the second set of that third match. Like his skills are there, and I feel really bad for him because his skills are definitely there. Like, that's no question. But the boy sweats like a freaking monster, you know? And, like, obviously that just means he has to do extra conditioning, like, just be extra in shape and really be careful about water intake, sodium intake, things like that. But like the 3 matches a day in Texas summer weather, especially Houston where it's humid as crap, 3 matches a day, 2 out of 3 sets, even if it's a super tie break, it doesn't matter because if you're going to a super tie break, that means you had to play those 2 sets before. So if you went to a super tie break in all 3 of your matches, that means you're playing 6 total sets plus 3 super tie breaks. And even professionals in Grand Slams, you know, like the most they're going to play is 5 sets. So it's kind of crazy to expect like kids in this heat to play as much, if not more, than the length of a pros match. Although the intensity is not as high, it's still, though, it's high for them, you know? So it's kind of unfortunate. And the referee was, the way I like to think about what the referee was saying, you know, the ref was telling Eli, like, you need to go 20 seconds in between points. And that's the rule. That's the official rule. So, I get both sides. Like, the referee's, like, following the rules, whatever. And then Eli's pissed because it's, like, hot, you know. He's tired. And it's the 3rd match of the day. It's, like, he's trying his best, right? So I get both sides. However, I kind of, like, feel for Eli just because it's kind of like, imagine this. He's following the rules, right? But technically, if a police officer followed the rules to the T, they could give you a ticket for going 1 mile per hour over, right? Because you're over. But they don't do that, right? Because it's kind of up to their discretion in a sense, you know? So I feel like the referee, although the rule's 20 seconds, you know, he can make it like 22 or something, and that would have been fine, you know? But he was being very, like, just being very strict, and I just feel like it's unnecessary. Like, this is not... It's not even Super Champs. It's not a Grand Slam or anything like that, you know. It's 18. Anyways, whatever. That's just what I think. It doesn't really matter, you know. But, I mean, in the end, it's like, if he gets extra conditioned, it could help. But just the whole situation just kind of sucked. So, you know. But that's that. Anyways, this is probably going to end this video because it's been a long freaking day. And I'm just trying to, like, chill, play some Teamfight Tactics, which I've been super addicted to recently, and go to sleep in an hour and a half so I can get on that Japan schedule. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!